Hi, this is Sherry Veronica, and we have a flyer stating that there's going to be an event with the prison officers at the prison, and we don't know how that's possible. Patricia is talking about the security issue, and I'm talking about why is there even a pageant. So let me bring Patricia into the studio. Patricia?
Yes, Miss
Hi,
Veronica.
welcome into the studio. Yeah, let me
Yes,
hear,
thank
let
you
me
very
hear, let me
much.
hear what you are concerned about most of all.
The security, some people, and I would like to thank the person that gave me some good pointers. One, when I rang up yesterday, and I asked them about the number first of all, number,
Mm-hmm.
and I was talking with someone, and they said, "You said you're joking." I said, "Yes." He said, "When you call the prisons to make an appointment for a visit, you could hardly get through."
Right.
So I have an issue with that. If you're holding an event, how did your boss or whoever allowed you to use a business phone? Not any business phone, government business phone number. That's the issue I have. Now, two, when I was speaking to the same person, the prison guard, I rang them up. They said to me, I said, "Well, I'm not, I think it's called an outlet." I said, "But I'm not familiar with that venue. So where is it?" And they said, when you come to the prison, it's, I think, to the right or the left. So there's an open space there. Now the person brought it to my attention, which is a very good point. I didn't think about that. They said, when you come to the prisons, you have, and I know that for a fact, you have to have a dress code. Even if you're outside, you have to have a dress code. So I don't know how that's going to play out. It's Veronica 3. The venue is wrong. If they could have held it, if they had the same person, somebody else, a good point to me. They are their own people, they're adults. They could have they could hold whatever they feel like.
Mm-hmm.
But Miss Veronica, to me personally, see the venue as a breach of security. You can't hold something. You don't know how many people come in. You don't know who the people are that's coming to the
But
event.
they will know based on ticket sale. Well, unless they buy it at the door.
Miss Veronica, they cannot know who. They could know how many tickets
Oh,
sold.
okay.
But they don't know who is coming because ex-convicts and prison guards are not supposed to mix or be in this, but to hold an event, because, I know for a fact they have friends that are ex-convicts. The prison
Right.
guards do.
Yes.
But to have an event, Miss Veronica, and it's at 6 p.m., somebody's saying that might have something, what if somebody, God forbid, what if somebody that has a beef or something against one of the guards, one of the contestants, and have a big group come there, God forbid.
Well, I'm sure, but I may not know a lot about Barbados, but one thing they do is know how to. They will know how many officers to have there for protection and security and surveillance.
Miss Veronica,
Yes.
they should not have held it on the prison's compound.
But they should know. What I'm saying to you is, shouldn't they know that? Shouldn't they know that? I'm not taking away anything from what you're saying, but what about them?
In their right mind?
But
In the right mind, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Who in their right mind would have given them permission to have an event, even broadcast on the radio? And I don't know.
So how often have they had this event, and how often have they been successful at having it? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I do not know, Miss Veronica.
Okay.
I do not know, because I remembered when I was in there, there were some prison officers who had an event, and they held it at Highgate Gardens. Highgate Gardens is a very nice place for events.
Right.
So they could have held it anyway. I don't know if because of cost, but they shouldn't use a government facility. And not only that, not any facility, a prison, one that houses a prison and inmates. And you do not know what's going to happen. What if they have a stampede and people decide to, God forbid, take over the what do you call it? The grounds of the prison.
Okay, we're talking about pageant, so that this is not going to happen. But I understand your concern. But
Miss Veronica, you see what happened to the event they had where hundreds of people the event they had.
But that was not the prison. But that was not the prison.
It doesn't matter, Miss Veronica. The breach of security is the breach of security. You cannot even listen. When you go in a prison, when you go there as a visitor, you are searched. You can't wear certain things.
But that's when you're going inside the prison. This is probably being held outside, and it's a poor. I just cannot understand what it is all about, because even looking at the flyer, it looks like something that is like, you cannot believe it. It looks like something that is like a joke. It actually looks.
You know what somebody said to me?
Yeah, but that's why I asked you, is this for real? I thought it was just a joke.
Yeah, you asked me so, and then I went to do. I had to go to, because when this lady sent this to me, I said I had to ask her the same thing. And yesterday I will send you. I don't know if I send you the video, but I will.
Yes.
I had to go down Bridgetown to CS Pharmacy to see for myself, and there it is on the door, and I ask about the tickets. When I ask a lady, can I get a picture of the ticket? She says it's the same thing that's written, the same thing that's on the door is the same thing on the ticket.
Okay, I see. Yeah, it's just like comedy. To me, it's like comedy. Even the people who are featured. What kind of pageant is it? What kind of pageant is it? Is it best uniform? Who wears the uniform best? What kind of pageant?
No. Like what somebody told me. You see those 4 pointers I brought to you.
Yes.
A few of the 3 pointers. This woman, because she has family up there, and she says to me, "Well, why are they having the pageant? Is it to announce who the prison guards, prisoners the worst?"
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. What's it all about? Why have it? What is being celebrated by being a guard? What is being celebrated?
But pageants already, Miss Veronica. We've been talking about them, right? So it's like to rub it in up. How people like to rub things in your face. Mm-hmm. You talk about them and they do not care. So they have to make a statement. They have to make a point.
Right.
So I think the authorities, before that event is held tomorrow, they should really look at the security part of it.
But like I said, you are undermining them. In many ways, you undermined the police and the BDF and everything else. I do not undermine them, because one thing let me finish this one sentence. Let me finish this one sentence. I think that you are undermining the authority in Barbados in this particular. I'm talking about this particular matter, because one thing they know how to do. One thing they do know how to do is tamp down Bajans. They know how to keep them in their places, and they know what's going on the ground. So I don't think that although you are worried about security, I'm more worried about the optics. It looks really bad. It looks really, really bad for them to be doing this. But I'll let you bring home. Yeah, I'll let you bring home.
They're grown people, Miss Veronica.
Yeah,
they're grown people.
Right.
But do not bring it at the grounds of a prison,
right,
where you have hundreds of prisoners. What if people are planning for that event?
Yeah.
for in the wrong way.
Well,
I
hopefully,
would like people to comment
exactly,
on that.
exactly. I would like people
I
to
would leave it
comment.
to the public to
I
comment.
would like them to comment as to if it's ever happened before, how it went off, how did it go, and because here is like part 2, part 3, part 4. I would like to know how often has it happened before.
Highgate Gardens would have been a better, like.
But you have to pay. But you have to pay them for their facility. You don't. You probably
exactly. So they didn't want to pay for nothing. I really want to know who is the. I want to say, gave them permission to have.
They got permission. They got permission.
From the highest order.
Yes, they got permission, and they don't have to tell you because what goes on there is like secreted away. You know how it goes. You know it's. They are government. They are government within the government.
Sorry.
They are government within the government. You know they don't have
just
to
say
say
one
anything.
more thing too.
Okay.
It was advertised on the radio stations. And you mean to tell me the radio stations is so much all about money? Didn't ask any questions as to what's that all about?
No, they're not. That's not their job.
They just advertise something.
Yeah, that is not their job. If you advertise a Coke,
wow.
you don't ask what's in it. If you advertise somebody having a sale, you don't ask questions. You just do the ad. You just do the ad. Now, like I said, and I'm bringing this home. I'm bringing it home. It's going on to after whatever. But
there's one more thing. But you know who's responsible for the prison's home?
Yeah. And you saw him. You saw him with the guy with camouflage and you know.
Camouflage.
Yeah,
yes.
and he wasn't saying anything.
He's supposed to be in charge of security.
And so is the AG. But the AG
can't even walk without security.
Yeah, but the AG was right there too, and he's a top cop. He's a top.
I didn't see the AG.
Yes,
I only saw.
No, okay. The AG is there. Dale Marshall is right there.
Okay.
Dale Marshall's right there. So I want to hear what people are going to say.
I didn't see.
I want to hear what people are going to say. What's really going on? And with that said, I'll let you bring home. Like I said, I'm not worried about security because I think that the Barbados police and the BDF got that under all that is under control. But what I'm worried about is the optics. It looks horrible. I don't know why they do it. What if they need to make money? They can do some kind of fundraiser where people pull a ticket and win a prize. They don't have to do no pageant. They don't have to do no pageant. But
either grown people, they could do whatever they feel like. But it's the venue I'm very concerned about, and they got permission to do that, and the venue.
Yeah, you're concerned about the venue, and
the number and the telephone number in the flyer.
Okay, you're concerned about the venue. I'm concerned that they are public. They are civil servants, and I am concerned about how they're making Barbados look. It's bad optics.
The people that probably buying tickets are people that probably ex-con.
I doubt that. But you
Veronica, you cannot. You do not know who buy your tickets. It's at CSM.
I know that. I know that.
Booth there.
Yeah, I know that you will not know. But I'm saying that I cannot imagine something happening at a prison and ex-cons lining up to buy tickets to go to the prison to see it. I cannot imagine that. I cannot imagine that. But you know Barbados better than I do. You have anything else? Okay,
I would like to thank the person who took time out and brought that to my attention. But I had to go in person to see it for myself.
Yeah,
but thank you very much for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. This is Sherry Veronica, Naked Departure Radio.